In artist communities, collaborations are not mandatory. Many of us are solitary beings who enjoy and value personal space and studio time. But I think collaborations could prove to be extremely useful in allowing us to connect better with the people who think in similar ways and actually get what we are doing. The artwork that we are presenting is a toolkit for collaborative practices. I think it started with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the Dr. Sonic Screwdriver, a witch's spellbook. So it's something magical in its essence, but practical in its functionality. We are trying to make collaborations easier. To me, it has taken many forms and it keeps changing. And I think it'll have many versions also, as in when we try and figure out what it's going to do, where it's going to land, and what all is going to go inside it.
So let's get into this kind of the meaty bits of collaboration. When you choose to collaborate, what part of you is seeking something?
I think it's the part that believes in a very absurd idea and then needs a reassurance and madness reciprocated. But mostly, I think collaborations haven't started with me seeking something. They've happened quite organically, where there is a conversation and then me and somebody else has resonated on the same idea or validated each other's craziness. And that's how the collaboration has been born.
So are you trying to seek that reciprocity, or that just happens to be a byproduct of interacting with somebody else?
It's not conscious. It's not something that I'm thinking first and then it's happening that I need to go and find this. And so I must look for a person to do this. And then intention comes later. It's once you've agreed to do something, then you see how it develops. Sometimes it just fizzles out and the idea is never realized. And sometimes when the energy is mirrored, then things start to take shape and the idea changes and you change. Finding it quite difficult to think, listen to you, and sketch at the same time.
Can you remember the first time you felt the impulse to quit a collaboration?
It was a collaboration where I kept insisting that I like to keep things open and I like to uh, not define the outcomes at the start because I want the process to take me there. And I'm working with someone who needs to know how this ends, needs to know every step and everything and what are we aiming to achieve. So I could see sense in their argument because it made sense from their perspective,
Yep.
but it didn't make sense for me.
Yeah.
And so generally when I'm not being true to how I work or what I want to achieve is when I am very close to quitting or when I have quit in the past. If you worked hard to build this relationship and get this far, I think it just merits a conversation or transparent communication where I feel like this artifact will be quite useful actually. Uh, because you're just thinking that we've worked together for so long, we can have a conversation and then move on rather than just move on and the other person is left guessing whether what's happening. Why is there an energy dip? Why aren't we meeting more regularly or getting the work done? The making time is a very important point in all of this. I feel like no matter how busy you, you are busy doing things. And that means that you're prioritizing one thing over another thing. I become crazier. I dream bigger and I'm like, oh, we can do it all. Imagine the things we could build together, the change we could do together. I feel collaborations can be at once fulfilling and challenging. When edges of quitting lie near communication gaps, uneven responsibilities, lack of accountability, or mismatched goals, having too many admin tasks or low efficiency, feeling drained with these processes, we must be creative in finding solutions. I feel there is real merit in working together, and if we can do anything to minimize complications, collaborations would grow and thrive. The excitement of moving the edges of powering through and creating, making discoveries and having someone to share them with takes you just a little bit further. With these thoughts, we are creating this artifact as a prototype, the first of its kind. As we learn and grow together through this collaboration and many more in the future, the artifact itself will change, adapt, and find new purpose in different times and for the different people who engage with it.